Hey everybody, it's Tarina. How are you guys today? I have a fun project for you. I'm going to be using a 9 by 12 box frame. I have some of these in stock if you need them. And then I'm actually going to be using, I've used this one before. This is called Weavin', and it's one of those Tiffany Thiessen transfers from the last one, not the new one yet. But this is from her last. I sound like I'm from the South or really bad South. Um, but that's from her last launch, and this is one of our patriotic ones. It's called Spillin' the Tea, and I love this. I saw another designer friend do a project very similar to this, and I'm like, okay, that's really cute. I need to do that. These are the colors that we're going to be using: red, white, and blue, a gold, and a black. We're going to first paint the background of the surface white because I it's not white, so we're going to paint that first. So sorry, you get to hang out with me and watch paint dry. But let me flip you guys around. You guys, it's hot here today. It's 91 degrees today. I walked outside and I just was whoosh. Anybody else? Give me a heart. Heart, heart, heart. Okay, put T in the comments, TEA in the comments if you want the project info on this project, and I could get that to you. Let me flip you guys around here real quick. There we are. Okay. Whew. It is 91 degrees still. Crazy, crazy stuff. And like I said, I am using an example from a designer friend of mine. Oh, my stuff is just falling all over. She did something very similar. I just loved it. And so I said, I think I can do that. And so we are going to, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint the inside here. If you guys are watching on the replay and you don't see, sorry, that little red right there, it says live. That means you're on the replay. So just put hashtag replay. All right. Whew. It's been a busy day. I meant to go live a little bit earlier today and just doctors. Oh my gosh. I went to the doctors today and I showed up 3.5 hours early. Who does that? Who goes 3.5 hours early to the doctor? I do, especially when you put it in your calendar wrong. That would be me. So we ended up doing some running around, and then we went back to the doctors, and all is well. Just I'm on medication. As you guys, I don't know if you know this, but I actually had my thyroid out. Gosh, 12, 15 years ago, something like that, a long time ago. And they, when they went in, somehow they damaged my vocal cord. That's why some days I don't have a voice, some days I do. As it gets as it gets later in the day, my voice is better, but for a short period of time before my voice gets tired again. So that's just the way life is, I guess. Maybe it's God telling me I talk too much. I don't know. But last night I was talking to my little granddaughter, and she wanted me to sing to her, and that's heartbreaking to me because it's really hard for me to sing. But she's not expecting a professional singer. But even trying to sing, sometimes nothing comes out, and it's not even like I'm off key. It's just the the words don't come out because there's no vibration. There's no vibration in my vocal cord because the vocal cord is damaged. So it's just interesting. You know, in all things, there's patience and understanding, right? All right, so I'm going to dry this with my heat tool real quick. But let's do a second coat. I do want that to be like rather dark. All right. Now, if you wanted to use white paint, if you got some white acrylic, be my guest. I just have white chalk paste, and that's what I choose to use. Nothing wrong. No wrong, no right. Just different. Sorry, Kurt's on a meeting. We're not a meeting. He's talking with work. He works. His people work late at night, so they're trying to fix something somewhere. Always an emergency. Always. And if you're here, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And make sure you put T in the comments. And I can get you the info for that. Right. Now I've seen a couple of different projects done with this, the spill in the tea transfer. One was a t-shirt I thought was super cute. So if you make your own patriotic t-shirts, that's a good one. Also, this Saturday, if you guys didn't see my post earlier, I'm going to be in a live event with other team members, and we are all doing patriotic designs. I have a fun door hanger that I'm planning on making. I'm excited about it. It's going to be, I'll be live here at 11 o'clock Pacific time. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 11 my time, 12 Mountain time, 1, yeah, 11, 12, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. That time zone stuff gets me all crazy. All right, let's try this really quick again. Okay, you want to make sure that that is all dry. And then I'm going to grab wax, and we are going to wax the surface because we are going to be using a transfer over this paste. And you don't want that to peel up, and you don't want, you want to give the chalk paste like some teeth. I always say that. My mother used to say that. But it gives it something to attach to. So we're just going to use some surface wax. This is our own surface wax. Doesn't take a lot, a little bit. Then you're going to buff it. You want it to be nice and smooth. Think about like when you wax your car. You want that nice and smooth. Good. All right. Let's grab our transfer. I got a small squeegee. This is our small squeegee. Right now, I've already used this before, so we don't have to fuzz it. If you're using it for the first time, you're going to fuzz it, and that just destickifies it a little bit. And then I'm just going to lay this in here. Now, my friend that did this project, it was really cute. She had this like fun, funky like frame, and I'm always about use what you got, right? Don't necessarily go out and buy new if you don't have to. Use the things that you already have and upcycle them or reuse them or whatever. So I'm actually using a 9 by 12 surface that I already had, and I've used it. Um, I have used it before. The other side has a design on it. And I'm just going to use the nominee or spread this out. Okay. Now, I want it to look rustic and worn. So if I miss any area, that's fine because I actually think I'm going to use my little sanding tool to kind of sand some areas. All right, put that on my little tray. And now we're going to pull this up. Okay. We're going to put that on the backer sheet. And then I want to dry this. Okay. Grab my little sanding tool. Oops. Grab my little gator sander. I think this is too light. I need a harder sandpaper, more like a 80 grit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an 80 grit. That was a 400. That's for like finish sanding. I need a little bit stronger. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tap this into my trash. And I'm gonna wipe it with my little wax rag. Oops, I did not get it off. Like I said, I just want it to look rather rustic. still have that texture. All right, I think that's good enough. Getting all that sanddust out of there. Sorry, the sawdust out of there. Let me put a little bit more wax on here. All right. Looking good so far. Okay, let me grab my fuzz cloth because the transfer that we're going to be using next is it's brand new. So I do want to fuzz that before we use it. So you always want to destickify your transfer before. Okay, you only have to do it once. Let's do this one here. Center that. Okay. Now we are going to be doing some paste and peel. All right. So let's see if we can do silver. I'm going to grab silver for the stars just to give it a different look. All right, let me open these guys up so that we're ready to go. Now I'm using Home, but you can use Cadet, totally up to you. Because I love it was our color from last month, our color of the month from last month, and I've just been using that one a lot. Love it, so pretty. All right, so let's start with the nominee. And we're going to do Spilling the Tea. I love this metallic. It's so pretty. And I'm using my multi-tool. Again, if you are here, make sure you say hello. Okay. Just pull that up. That looks great. Okay, and then we're going to use detail tool. No, I'm going to use just the regular multi-tool. Do the stars. Again, I'm just doing it to give a little different look with the stars and silver. Okay, let's peel that up. I think once everything dries, you'll be able to see that pretty good. And then I'm going to do these guys down here, these stars, and silver as well. All right, so the red I'm going to do just I don't know why I put my thing on silent and it still goes through sometimes. Or do not disturb. So I do not disturb and it still goes through sometimes. Okay. And then I wanted to do, let's see, I wanted to do this since 1773. Pull that up. That's great. I'm going to pull those up. All right. So now let's grab this guy. Let's wash this off because I'm going to use the blue. Pretty much using the blue for the rest of it. I want to get in here. Next to that. And next to this. And then let's do this So Long London. Kind of funny. It's kind of funny. All right, so let me grab a little tiny, not a little tiny, but mini squeegee. And we'll do the rest in that home color. I love the detail on all this. It's beautiful. Okay, I've got a star there. I need to be careful. I don't want to go over that star. Here we go. And I do want to kind of go over that red right there. All right, let's pull that up. That looks so good. What do you guys think? Let me put that on the backer sheet. I'll grab my heat tool. We're going to dry this real quick. When I see like there's another flag right there, I almost want to go back over that in red and grab my towel. See if I can make that work. I didn't even realize there was another flag. So let's wash that up real quick. Just that area. Add a little red. Right. That looks pretty good also, honestly. I swear I keep melting, like, what am I smelling? I keep melting the cord to my heat tool. Because, that would be me. What do I smell? Okay, so let's line this up. Let's take a detail tool and go over just the stripes in red. All right, there you go. That looks great. That looks really good. Okay. All right. Let me wipe my hands off. So what I was thinking about doing is you could either paint the frame, or if your frame's already black, that's fine too. I didn't want to paint again, so I thought I would use well, maybe. Let's see. I wanted to see if this worked first. Use my inker, and I am using black soot. Now, if this doesn't work, you can always paint. I think I might end up painting anyway. I think I'm just going to be using all of my inkers, so might as well just use the black anyway. All right. All right. It's trying to go the easy way. That didn't work. I was hoping to avoid having you guys watch paint dry. As you can tell, I'm not doing it like solid. Trying to give it a rustic look. Kind of distressed. Again, today's keyword is T-E-A. So put that in the comments. And then make sure you guys are following along, because, helps. Every little bit helps. Just click that follow, and then you'll be notified when I go live. All right. Just going to go around the edge on the outside. I haven't completely finished decorating for the patriotic holidays yet. Have you started? I still have a little bit more to go. There's some summer stuff up. Just trying to get in all the places. Patriotic is one of my favorites. Besides Christmas, it's my favorite time to decorate. So I do have a lot of patriotic decor. Okay, almost done. Almost done. Just want to get kind of in this edge. The inside edge doesn't always show very much. All right, let's dry that. And then I have one last thing I want to do. Got my tray. I'm going to get my same rag, and then I'm going to grab some gold gilding wax. I'm just going to hit it here and there. Hit it on the sides. Just make sure your paste is dry. And if you get too much gilding wax, you can always take and use your little sander and sand some of it off. Okay, what do you guys think? Let me turn this around real quick. Hello.